This production is brought to you by the Mawa High School Sports Talk Club. Welcome back, Thunderbirds, to the Mawa High School Teacher and Faculty Rock, Paper, Scissors Tournament, presented by the Sports Talk Club. Last time we were here, we saw an absolute thriller from Coach Yek as she took home the championship for the physical education department, going to the school bracket. Today, we have the history department. Let's go meet our contestants. And here's your history department bracket.
Round 1, fight!
And here we are in matchup number 1 of round 1 of the history department bracket. We have Humphreys on the left and WAGMAN on the right opening up this series. And we have WAGMAN with an early 1-0 lead against Humphreys. And here's the next throw. And Humphreys tying this one up at 1 apiece as we get ready for the next throw. Having a little laugh there. And here's the next throw. And Humphreys making this one 2-1 against WAGMAN. And Humphreys puts himself 1 game away from closing out this series. WAGMAN taking a second here. Getting ready for his next throw. Humphreys talking a little bit of smack here. And WAGMAN gets set. And the throw. And Humphreys wins against WAGMAN. Let's go to Danny with an interview.
How did you feel during the match?
I felt confident going into it. I pulled off that first win, really felt strong after that, and just, I don't know, I think Mr. Humphreys might have gotten into my head. I was disappointed. I thought I'd make it closer.
Any strategies for going in next year?
I'm going to stare at my opponent right in their eyes. I'm going to kind of freak them out. I'm going to give them a look. Maybe I'll say something to them, like whisper before the match. Let them know I mean business, but next time.
Yeah.
Woo!
Here we are in our second matchup of the first round. We have Gutman on the left and Fogarty on the right. And they are getting ready for their first throw. A little bit of talking going on between the two on what to do. And here's Fogarty with a 1-0 lead right away off the bat. And second throw, tie. Third throw, tie. Here's the fourth throw. Fogarty making this one 2-0, but Gutman responding right back to that one, making this one 1-2. Here's a tie on the sixth throw, tie on the seventh throw. Here's the next throw. Gutman making this 2-2 as we go to a sudden death throw between Gutman and Fogarty. Who's it going to be? And it's Gutman taking the victory over Fogarty.
How'd you feel during your rock, paper, scissors match?
I felt defeated. I thought I had him in the beginning, and then he pulled it out in the end.
Okay, any tips for next year? Any strategies you're going to go
Yeah,
next
so
year?
I learned that men statistically throw rock first, and he did, and I won the first 2 rounds, and then he changed it up, so he threw a curveball.
Thank you so much for competing.
We are now getting ready for the third match of round 1. We have Norma on the left, Buser on the right, and they're here with the first throw. And Buser taking the early 1-0 lead here against Normal. We got a battle of the baseball coaches here. Here's the next throw, and Normal making this one 1-1 as we get ready for the next throw. All tied up here. And Normal making this one 2-1 against Buser, putting him 1 throw away from closing this series out. Could he do it on this throw? And we have a tie, so we go to the next one. The throw. And Buser making this one 2-2 and putting this series into a sudden death match. Who's going to take the series? And Buser does it. He wins 3-2 against Normal What a series.
How'd you feel that you lost during your match?
How do I feel? I feel very angry. I feel disappointed in myself. I could have performed better out there. I thought I had his psychology figured out. I was wrong.
You were up 2-0, right? What happened as he kept coming back?
I went with the paper strategy over and over. I should have switched it up because I thought he wouldn't think I would go paper again, but he did.
Okay, thank you so much for.
We are now ready for the final match of round one. We have Mr. Fuchs on the left and Mrs. Rosen on the right as they get ready for the first throw. And Rosen taking an early 1-0 lead here. And as we get ready for the next throw, and Fuchs making this one 1-1. It's tied up at 1 apiece. We have a little bit of discussion going on between the two competitors as they are getting ready for the third throw. And the set and the throw, and Mr. Fuchs taking a 2-1 lead here. Could he throw it out here? And he does! Mr. Fuchs winning 3-1 over Mrs. Rosen. What a series. Let's go to Danny with an interview.
Miss Rosen, how'd you feel during your match?
I went in confident, and I'm so disappointed in myself. He wore his lucky blue shoes, and I think that did it.
Do you feel like you could do anything next year to prepare for yourself?
Obviously, I went with the strategy, and thinking that Mr. Fuchs would be predictable was totally wrong.
Okay, thank you so much for competing.
Thanks for having me.
Here we are in the first matchup of the semifinals of the history department. We have Gutman on the left and Buser on the right as we get ready for the first throw. Buser taking the early 1-0 lead here in this series as we get ready for the second throw. Gutman responding right back, tying this one at 1 apiece. As we get ready for the next throw, here's the throw, and Gutman making this one 2-1, putting himself one throw away from closing this series and going to the championship. Will he do it? No, we have a tie, but he has redemption here. Can he do it? And he does! Gutman has secured his spot in the history championship.
How'd you feel during your match?
I felt pretty confident. We had a big upset first round. We were happy to be in the dance. Came out of the gate strong, got the first round, but then just fell short.
Anything to do to prepare for next year's match?
Just pick up some more tendencies and, just keep grinding. That's what it's all about.
Thank you so much for competing.
Thank you.
Here we are in our second semifinals matchup between Mr. Fuchs on the left and Mr. Humphreys on the right as we get ready to see who will be taking on Mr. Gutman in the history department championship game. And here's the throw, and tie right off the bat. First tie in a series in the history department so far, and the same thing happens on the second throw of the opening matchups. And we have Mr. Humphreys taking a 1-0 lead here against Mr. Fuchs, but Mr. Fuchs responding right back to Mr. Humphreys. And here's the next throw, and Humphreys topping Fuchs, making this one 2-1. Could he close out the series? No, Mr. Fuchs ties this one at 2 apiece. The next throw could determine our semifinal winner. As they both get ready, here's the throw. Who will do it? And Mr. Fuchs is going to the history department championship round.
Okay, how'd you feel during your match? You were up 2-1.
Yeah, that was pretty intense. I really let myself down, let my fans down. Mr. Fuchs was a worthy opponent. I couldn't break him psychologically, but I should have expected that.
Okay, thank you so much for competing. We hope to see you back next year.
I'll be ready.
Good luck.
I'll be ready. Training starts today.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, Thunderbirds of Mawa High School, get ready because it is officially time for the History Department Championship game. We have Fuchs on the left and Gutman on the right. They're getting ready for the first throw, and Gutman starting off this one early with a 1-0 lead, making a statement here. But here's the next throw, and Fuchs making this one at 1 apiece as they get ready for the next throw, and both tying here. And here's the next throw, and Gutman making this one 2-1. He could send himself to the school bracket on this throw, and no, it is a tie. And here's the next throw, and Fuchs making this one 2 apiece. A sudden death match in the championship game. Who's gonna take it? And it's Fuchs. Fuchs is going to the school bracket.
Mr. Gutman, how are you feeling during your championship mask versus Mr. Fuchs?
I'm a little disappointed in the result. I was feeling I should have trusted my gut and gone with what I think I should have gone from the start. I got a little bit too caught up in the mind games, but rookie season, Mr. Fuchs is a vet. He's been around for a while, and I think that he's going to represent the history department really well the next games. So.
Okay, what do you think you could do next year?
Next year, I think I need to stick to my main strategy of rock is reliable. and just go from there.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Gutman.
How'd you feel during your match?
Lived in the moment. I'm a neophyte to this. I have no prior experience. I employed the Mr. Miyagi philosophy of just close the eyes, be at peace, live in the moment, and let instinct take over.
How do you feel about going to the school bracket?
Oh, I can't wait.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Fuchs.
Yep.